Hey, it's Colleen with Rope and Resellers. I'm here for another sales update of what I sold on eBay for the week of May 27th through June 3rd, 2019. 11 things sold for me this week. So the first thing was a pair of J. Crew women's shorts. I haven't listed regular clothes in a year, so for whatever reason, a couple clothes sold and at full price. I've had clothes at like 40% off at times just to try to clear it out, and go figure. So anyway, this sold for $9.99. $13.48 is what I collected. I spent $1 on this. I used to work with a consignment store and got big bags of clothes I'd take to Goodwill for them and pick through them first. $1.92 in PayPal and eBay fees, $4.19 shipping, total profit $6.37, and it took a year to sell. TomTom GPS $3.30. Some of these are good, some of them not so good. This one I had 12% off. It sold $26.39, collected $36.62. Spent $1 on this at Dollar Days at Goodwill. Total profit $22.08. It took 7 months to sell. So some of these are still okay. You know, if you can make 25 bucks, it's probably worth it. Magnavox, DVD, VHS, recorder. I had a remote from a different one that had some issues. It stopped playing, and so I saved the remote and bundled it with this and got $149.99. I collected $163.68. Cost me $6 at an estate sale. $15.11 in fees, $15.49 shipping, total profit $127.11, and it took 1 month to sell. Pikachu Pokemon characters. This is a pencil topper out of the bag of junk that you find on the wall at Goodwill. $7.03 is what it sold for. I collected $9.79. I spent about $1, maybe less, 50 cents on this. Total profit $4.56. It took 3 months to sell. Lily's women's cute little sundress. Again, I haven't listed regular clothes in a very long time. This is stuff that I just have had for a while. $7.03 is what it sold for. I collected $10.99. Spent $1 on this at the consignment store. $5.03 total profit. Took 2 years to sell. Juicy Couture. I know I've had this one a long time. This is a velour jacket. $19.99. It sold full price. $25.11 is what I collected. I spent $1 on this at Dollar Days in Goodwill. $16.69 was my total profit on that. It took 16 months to sell. Tootsie VW. It's a little bug, and it wasn't in the best of condition, but it sold for $4.99. Collected $7.75. Spent about 50 cents on this at an estate sale. $3.78 total profit. Took 2 weeks to sell. Cricut. This was one of my big wins. Well, obviously that Magnavox was as well. $124.99. Now, what made this such a great win? I included a bunch of pens and cartridges. Well, I bought this whole thing, this and probably 10 at least other cartridges, maybe even more, at a rummage sale for 10 bucks. And my daughter used it last summer and made little cards and sold them at the farmer's market, and we're in transition now. I don't need this big electronic in my life to do crafts. She can use a pair of scissors. So I sold it. $124.99. She was totally okay with it because she didn't make that much on cards. $165.64 is what I collected. I just said $3, but I probably spent less than that on this. It did cost $43.66 to ship it. It was quite heavy, but my total profit was $103.82, and it took a week to sell. This is a ruptured duck. It's kind of a funky thing. I think it's like a lapel button, so you put it in your lapel. I think maybe because of D-Day, I've sold 2 of these in the last couple weeks. It sold for $4.99. I collected $7.83. I spent about 25 cents on this. I bought it at an estate sale, big bag of men's jewelry. $4.03 total profit. Took 4 months to sell. Ivysaur and Venusaur, little Pokemon pencil toppers again. $9.99. $12.75 is what I collected. I spent less than $1. Total profit $7.83. It took 3 months to sell. And the last thing was another one of the cartridges from the Cricut. These things sell really well. I'm surprised. Some of them maybe not so much, but I still have a lot listed. But I think it's important to have the overlay and the manual And that, so even if you only see this and you don't see the machine at a garage sale, snag them, because I got $18.99, collected $22.27, spent about $1 on this. $15.95 is what my total profit on that was, and it took a day. Quick looking at the numbers, $384.37 is what everything sold for, collected $475.91. $16.75 is what I was in for all that stuff, mostly that VHS, but you know, when you can make 127 off of 6, yes please. $45.19 for fees, $96.72 shipping. Total profit of the week, $317.25. Amazon merch, I still have that one shirt that has kind of taken off. Someone was asking me about merch in the comments, and I don't really talk about merch very much because I think it's a lot harder to get into. You actually design, you make up your own designs on the computer using Adobe Illustrator or some other graphic design oriented vector program, and then you submit them into Amazon. There's a lot of really strict rules about what you can and can't do, and then they approve it and they put it on a shirt. It's available on Amazon. Other people can order it, and it's out there for the world to buy. You make about, well, on this shirt that's having a good run right now, I only make like $3.50 a shirt, which is pretty low. Sometimes, you know, you set the price so you know how much you're going to make in royalties. But it's been a good gig. That it's slow. I've got one niche I'm in that has done solidly well for me, and then I've got a couple other obscure designs. But anyway, so I made $65.14, which isn't nothing. Usually I make like $15-20 at most. So it's been okay. It's been a great month for sure. But that's all going to fade away, I'm sure, because fads are fads. So my total profit is $382.39. So this week I didn't sell any swords. I still managed to make some good money, $300. You know, it's not phenomenal. I did list a couple swords, but I'm running into, you know, low ball offers for stuff I have out there, and I don't know enough about it to know whether these are legit or just people fishing. Sometimes I get really low offers right when I put something expensive up. Just, I think people think that I'm stupid, or I don't know what it is, but anyway, I just usually say, I think we're too far apart, but here's what I need out of this deal, and give them a number to work with. But anyway, but it was a good week for garage sales, and I did an estate online auction, so that worked out really well. And I don't usually do hauls, but this one I am really excited about, and I just want to point out that if you spend a little bit of money, maybe you can make a little bit of money. So at this auction, I picked up this. And if you know what this brand is, it's Barbour. They're out of England, and this was brand new. I paid $40, which seems like a ridiculous amount of money to pay for a jacket, but go ahead, go look it up, because you're going to learn a lot more if you go out and look it up yourself. But these jackets sell for good money, so I'm not afraid anymore to pay up for something if I know I'm going to make good money in the end. So that's my tip to you. Is go out, spend some money, take some risks, do calculated risks, do your research, and hopefully you can make a little bit more profit. I'm now, instead of trying to do $10, $15, $25, I'm really shooting for $40 and just try to get the higher dollar items, list fewer things. I've got plenty of things in my basement in bins that I can list for $10. I'm not buying that stuff anymore. I don't need to go out and source very much at all right now, because I'm trying to kind of knock things down a little bit, and yeah, go out, spend some money, make some money. And with that, I hope you guys have a good week. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, tell your friends, share, and we'll see you next week.